Let's practice inserting some clip art, SmartArt, and shapes in Excel 2013. Begin by going to Insert, and if you choose Online Pictures, we're talking about some nice online clip art. You can search using Bing or even Office.com. If I were to search for a cat, and we double-click the image, and we now have some nice cat pictures. Now there's other ways to get pictures as well. You might want to use some other search engine such as Google to find some pictures, and that is one way of getting some nice graphics. Let's toy around with the idea of a SmartArt. So let's go to Insert, and let's choose a SmartArt graphic, which is this option here. Click here, and you can see there's many different nice diagrams which can really add to a professional look. So if I were to just choose this kind of vertical chevron list, for example, but you can see there's many others that might suit your needs. You might have to scroll through all of this. You click on this and click on OK. And what we can write here as an example is click here, and you can type in fear, and then fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and you can even press you can even click on the left here, which is pretty friendly for typing in the contents here. If I press Shift Tab, it actually pulls the indentation back one level. I'll write suffering. Can you guess who we're talking about here? I'm going to say don't be afraid. So in this little sub-tab, I'm going to say don't be afraid, be brave. And in the anger sub-tab, I'll write don't be mad, we'll say be glad. And I'll say love, be not hateful, love instead. And you can see what's happening here. You can even press Enter, and you can press Tab, and then be happy, don't suffer. You can see that we're building up the list very conveniently using the Enter key, using Tab and Shift Tab. So hopefully you can apply this knowledge to creating other SmartArt graphics as well. So we click off of the actual SmartArt graphic, and if you hover over it, you can see that you can click on an edge, and you can press Control Z if you accidentally drag out the wrong part. But when you click off of it and you click on the side edge here, you're moving one thing, which is what we do not want to do. But if you actually click on the right part of the edge here between the two things, I'm just moving the entire thing, and that's how we can move things around. Let's finish off by talking about the actual shapes. So I'm going to click on the little corner here, press delete to delete it all. And finally, let's go to Insert, and we'll just say Shapes. So I'm going to insert a rounded rectangle here. It looks very nice. And I'm going to drag out a rounded rectangle. And what I like about shapes is that you can type right into them. I'm going to say shapes. And let's highlight the text by double clicking it. Let's increase the font size to, we'll say 50, and press Enter. And if you highlight the text by double clicking it, you could center it as well. Now recall, in the Home tab, you can also center vertically, which is the middle align button here. So this is very nice. Now if you actually go to the Format tab, remember that you can actually choose some nice templates here. If I were to choose this very funky text here, you can change the text as well. You can change the shape fill. So if I were to hit this little drop down box, there's other nice shadow templates here. I'll just choose this one here, which looks pretty good. In fact, you can even customize your own. You can even use your own gradients and textures and pictures, and you can go pretty funky, but I'm just gonna stick with the default templates that I'm provided with, and you can immediately have beautiful shapes. You can click on the edge of it to move it around. You can resize it by dragging a corner. You can rotate it as well. Press Ctrl Z. And in fact, when we're using the rounded rectangle tool, we can even click on this yellow square, which affects the curvature or the radius of this imaginary circle here in this corner. So hopefully you found this tutorial insightful, and thanks for subscribing and liking.